In this video, we will explore the key differences between normal seeds and GMO seeds, their advantages and disadvantages, and the potential risks associated with using genetically modified organisms in agriculture. What are normal seeds? Normal seeds, also known as conventional or heirloom seeds, are the result of natural reproduction. These seeds are produced by cross-pollination between two plants of the same species or by self-pollination. Over time, these seeds have evolved naturally to adapt to different environmental conditions and develop unique traits. Heirloom seeds are a type of normal seed that have been preserved over many years through careful selection and seed saving. Normal seeds have been the foundation of agriculture for thousands of years. Farmers have relied on them to grow crops that provide essential nutrients and sustenance. They are open-pollinated, meaning that they can be pollinated by insects, wind, or other natural means. This allows for genetic diversity within a plant species, which is essential for healthy ecosystems and sustainable agriculture. What are GMO seeds? GMO seeds are produced through genetic engineering, a process in which the DNA of a plant or organism is modified in a laboratory. This is done by inserting genes from other organisms, such as bacteria, viruses, or animals, into the DNA of the plant. The goal is to create plants with desirable traits, such as resistance to pests or herbicides, increased yield, or improved nutrient content. GMO seeds have been developed by agrochemical companies as a solution to the challenges facing modern agriculture. They are patented and sold to farmers as a proprietary product, which means that farmers cannot save or replant the seeds. Instead, they must purchase new seeds each year, which can be costly. Advantages of normal seeds. Normal seeds have several advantages over GMO seeds. Firstly, they are free from the potential risks associated with genetic engineering. Normal seeds have evolved over time to adapt to different environmental conditions, which means that they are more likely to be resilient to pests, diseases, and other environmental stresses. They are also more diverse, which means that they can adapt to changing environmental conditions more easily. Secondly, normal seeds are open-pollinated, which means that they can be pollinated by insects, wind, or other natural means. This allows for genetic diversity within a plant species, which is essential for healthy ecosystems and sustainable agriculture. It also allows farmers to save and replant seeds, which can save them money and reduce their dependence on seed companies. Thirdly, normal seeds are often more flavorful and nutritious than GMO seeds. This is because they have been selected over time for their taste and nutritional content, rather than their ability to withstand pesticides or herbicides. This means that they can provide a better eating experience and contribute to a healthier diet. Advantages of GMO seeds. GMO seeds also have several advantages over normal seeds. Firstly, they are more resistant to pests and diseases. This means that farmers can use fewer pesticides and herbicides, which can reduce their environmental impact and save them money. It also means that they can produce higher yields, which can help to feed the growing global population. Secondly, GMO seeds are often more resilient to environmental stresses such as drought, heat, or cold. This means that they can be grown in areas that would otherwise be unsuitable for agriculture, which can help to expand agricultural production and reduce food insecurity. Thirdly, GMO seeds can be engineered to have higher nutritional content, which can help to address micronutrient deficiencies in populations that rely heavily on certain crops. For example, GMO seeds have been developed to produce rice that is enriched with vitamin A, which can help to prevent blindness in children in developing countries. Disadvantages of normal seeds. Normal seeds also have some disadvantages. Firstly, they are often less productive than GMO seeds. This means that farmers may need to use more land, water, and other resources to produce the same amount of food. This can have negative environmental impacts, such as deforestation, water depletion, and soil erosion. Secondly, normal seeds may be less resilient to environmental stresses, such as drought or disease outbreaks. This can lead to lower yields and food shortages, particularly in areas that are prone to environmental disasters or climate change. Thirdly, normal seeds are often not as uniform in their traits as GMO seeds. This can make it more difficult for farmers to predict and manage their crops, which can increase the risk of crop failures and financial losses. Disadvantages of GMO seeds. GMO seeds also have several disadvantages. Firstly, there is concern about the potential risks associated with genetic engineering. Some studies have suggested that GMOs may have negative health and environmental impacts, although the evidence is still inconclusive. For example, there is concern that GMOs may increase the risk of allergies, antibiotic resistance, or unintended effects on other organisms in the ecosystem. Secondly, GMO seeds are often sold as a proprietary product, which means that farmers cannot save or replant the seeds. This can create dependence on seed companies and increase the cost of production for farmers. Thirdly, there is concern that GMOs may have negative social impacts. For example, some critics argue that GMOs may reinforce the power of agrochemical companies and further marginalize small-scale farmers. They also argue that GMOs may reduce the biodiversity of crops, which can have negative consequences for ecosystems and food security. Conclusion. In conclusion, normal seeds and GMO seeds have several key differences, both in terms of their advantages and disadvantages. Normal seeds are open, pollinated, diverse, and often more flavorful and nutritious than GMO seeds. However, they may be less productive, less resilient, and less uniform in their traits. GMO seeds, on the other hand, are more resistant to pests and environmental stresses, can be engineered to have higher nutritional content, and can increase agricultural productivity. However, they may have negative health and environmental impacts, create dependence on seed companies, and have negative social impacts. Ultimately, the choice between normal seeds and GMO seeds is a complex and controversial one, and requires careful consideration of the benefits and risks associated with each approach. If you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. And as always, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you grown normal or GMO seeds before? What have been your experiences? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you.